Oh, my head. Oh. Ow. Hello, I am back with some more Star Rail. Yay! And my head hurts. Oh, God. But yeah, maybe have some fun continuing some stuff. Why is that? Missions. Hey, Seaman. Look, I'm doing more Honkai. I could do it again. My graphics card isn't fried anymore. Yay.
All done.
I keep doing this.
Of cake.
Now I have to be this idiot. Great. Oh, and also, I got some new equipment. It's great.
And the joyous tour of Toy City has come to an end. Makes me feel sad. Penacony isn't all bad, right? I'll use this interesting experience as a talking point at the poker table.
Oh, like, it feels good actually not having my stuff also. Yeah. This is the second stream I've done that has focused on this guy. And both times I have been left agreeing with Ratio.
You made it out of the sandpit alive. Sunday is just beyond this door. From my limited understanding, he's not someone easily handled. Are you prepared?
Yes, sure.
Yeah. Only I believe he's the one who should be prepared to face me.
Exact?
Tell me about your plan.
I like his aesthetic,
I don't
with
have
like
a plan.
his combat aesthetic.
I'll just play it by
I don't
ear.
like his personality.
There are only two kinds of bargaining chips when dealing with people.
Also,
Benefits
I'm not pulling for him.
or fear.
Looks like sincerity isn't in
There's someone
your
else on banner I'm pulling for.
Am I not sincere enough? There's no need to emphasize it.
I look in your face,
We've
says
got
it
to
all.
make good use of death. That man's sister is dead. He won't be able to turn a blind eye, and that's fear.
Yeah.
And I'll help him find the murderer.
It can always get dumber.
He can't do it due to his status and position, but I can. And that's benefit.
On what basis do you believe he's incapable? Necessitating
He's like
the
that
delegation
idiot.
to
He's like one of
someone
those
from a
idiot
rival
savants, isn't
faction,
he?
The IPC.
Simple. Because that murderer could very well be a traitor hiding inside the family.
Do you mean
Jing
the
Liu.
Galaxy Ranger whom you accused previously?
I've had the
That was just an
pleasure of
excuse, good doctor.
enjoying
Something
other
wrong with that
people's
woman.
copies
Maybe
of her,
someone who can
and
keep her in
I'm
check.
just now
It's better to
going, I
minimize the
want
variables
her.
outside our control while we execute our
My mic just
plans.
peaked.
Moreover, I need to know her identity. If I'm lucky. She could be an important pawn. And it's good to have more helpful friends when dealing with this matter.
There we go.
But honestly, the murder case is likely unrelated to her.
I
believe
really
my
want Jing Liu.
standpoint. There's a rat in the family. Otherwise, why would Mr. Sunday arrange a private meeting
Idiot
with
savant,
us?
idiot savant
This isn't
adventure.
an interrogation, but a secret negotiation.
If I get Jing Liu, I might pull
We'll
for him.
see. Using
And
Robin's
with the
death as
and
a
with my last
bargaining chip,
luck
I'll
in my
win back
in my
my
last pull,
freedom and power.
maybe.
In the end, I'll ruin this beautiful dream and create the grandest death. If the chance of winning is just
I
beyond
forgot.
this
I knew I
door,
forgot something.
even if that chance is close to zero, well,
No.
you can't win if you don't play, right?
Ah, the charming audacity.
I
To
forgot
think that
V2
you,
Studio.
Of all
Eh.
people, might emerge victorious. dear
Scuff.
gambler.
3 chips are enough. All or nothing.
It's gonna pop into existence, aren't I? Yes, then I just pop right into existence. Pop.
It seems my puzzles are too effortless for you, IPC Ambassador.
To be fair, I skipped the last
I appreciate
VTuber.
your words. And I see you put a lot of effort into welcoming me, Mr. Sunday.
This over here, because I can actually hear
However,
him.
this is no way to greet a guest.
Well, this isn't an invitation, but a summoning. Before we speak,
If either one of them
want to test your
appear, I'm afraid I might
imagine
not be able to pull for
knowledgeable
them,
doctor
even though I
friend
really
of
want
yours has been
Silverwolf
of great
and
help.
Ruan May,
Certainly.
because
You
they're
ought
both
to know
really
this
awesome.
better than I do. He's already faithfully fulfilled his duties, hasn't he?
Stick that on PC.
Yes, the doctor has assured me of your noble character. He considers you, like himself, a virtuous person who can be trusted by the family. I have come to know you very well as a person, Mr.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This guy
Adventuring.
was Sunday.
You're diligent, generous, and willing to cooperate. The fact that you succeeded in
And possibly
overcoming
crazy.
many obstacles just to meet me gave me the reason to believe in your wisdom and courage.
Oh man, my
But
head
there's
hurts on one
thing
side.
I must ask you. That is, you've used your wisdom at the wrong place to meet the wrong person.
Why is the
and put
medication
yourself in a
taking so
situation
long?
where you shouldn't be, witnessing a tragedy that shouldn't have happened.
You don't look too well. Am I making you anxious? If not, then it means I'm on your side.
Just made a serious accusation against the
Yeah,
No, you weren't mistaken. For
and
depravity is
the other character I
creeping
pulled
in
and the other character I
around you.
pulled for is the
There's
one
no
who
need
is
for us to be
impersonating her.
evasive. Let's talk about your sister. Your sister's talent is unrivaled in the world of show business.
I gotta build my Sparkle
As you
at some
know,
point.
her voice has been out of tune since she returned to Penacony.
I know Acheron's been
It's
fun
more
to
disheartening.
build.
She can't sing anymore. Who could be responsible for this? Many suspect the culprit is among the outsiders, but I know you hold a different opinion. Now your noble status
This
has
guy
become a shackle,
will eventually become like a
preventing you from
playable character.
apprehending the murderer and avenging your sister's death.
I'm gonna.
You're feeling anxious because you're out on a limb.
After I
But
finish
don't
up this
worry.
story quest, I'm actually gonna
I'm
focus
on
on
your
getting some
side.
stuff for her.
I'm immensely honored by your concern for me, Mr.
I just
Venturine.
also when I do a
Since
little bit of
you're so
research into how I'm
selfless
how I'm
and
gonna build
generous.
her.
I believe you wouldn't ask for anything in return.
What is mine?
Ow.
My liberty and the personal items under the
Liberty.
family's custody, the bag of gift money, and
The box in which the cornerstone is stored.
that's
It
right.
was fun actually being able to do one of the streams that I actually had like
I've heard it's a
scheduled
treasured
for a change.
asset of the Strategic Investment Department. A sacred stone that seals the preservation emanator,
But who's better,
granting significant power. And every
Branya
liquidation
or
specialist holds
or
one.
Sparkle?
For an object so precious, it probably comes at an even higher price than other forms of recompense.
I guess
Well, I'm
it'll
sure
also
you're
will
aware
depend
of the high
on.
level of risk I'll be undertaking
scenario?
to bring the truth to light.
Mr. Aventurine, when you're out and about, do you always make adjustments to your appearance? Your tie should be on the center line. Your
Oof.
shirt must not protrude from your vest.
Bigger oof.
Your trouser creases should be perfectly straight
Oof oof.
and always aligned with the tips of your shoes.
Ha.
Of course.
But I don't, because it's not appropriate to do so in public. You should make sure everything is presentable and in order before leaving the house. I'm not the kind that takes risks. The cornerstone must be in the custody of the family.
No room for negotiation.
Please, don't
I
let
figured-
me turn you down twice.
Sure.
Move.
The gift money is
That
good
off the
enough.
screen.
I suppose you wouldn't mind that. After all, a merchant can't function without a bargaining chip.
Wait, who's the merchant in this
She's
case?
compromised quicker than I thought. Unfortunately, it's a gambler that needs a bargaining chip, not a merchant. I can give you your gift money, but before that, I want you to tell me. The fact that you can decisively forsake the box you asked for, what exactly is stored in it?
Also, I think I've ran into more things that are affected by
Sear his tongue and palms
are
with a
affected
hot
by
iron,
quantum. I
so that he
think.
will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
Oh,
What have you done?
what did he do?
Under the light of the harmony, all wickedness is revealed. I implore them to shed their light, and I'll ask you questions on their behalf. Next, you have 113 seconds to prove your innocence and gain my trust.
And if I refuse to
Damn, Ratio's just in the back there, just being like,
try.
I'm just here,
And we'll see if the
watching.
harmony rejects you. Question. Do you own a cornerstone?
Yes.
What a simple answer. You, too, understand that idle chatter leads only to poverty.
Oh,
Did you hand over the cornerstone to the family when you entered Penacony?
Yes.
Does the
Damn.
cornerstone you handed over to the family belong to you?
is he just like
Yes.
like
Is
screwing with
your
Aventurine's mind or
cornerstone
something?
in this room right now?
Or wait,
Yes.
they're
Is your
inside of a
memory
dream.
free
Are they?
from any kind of
They're still
tampering
inside
or
of a dream,
deletion?
right?
Encompassing but not restricted to the techniques of the Garden of Recollection?
Yes.
Are you an Avgin from Sigonia?
Oh
Yes.
crap!
You even know about that?
Do the Avgens have any ability to read, tamper with, or manipulate one's own or another's mind?
Holy shit.
No. Does it matter?
Do you love your family more than yourself?
Whoa.
Am I right?
Fancy gun.
No.
Fancy gun had to answer the
your
question.
clan's sole survivor?
Answer the question, gambler.
Perhaps.
Do you hate and wish to destroy this world with your own hands?
Whoa.
I don't know.
Interesting. Now, the final question.
Huh?
Can you swear that at this very moment, the Aventurine
I
stone
swear
is safe
upon
and sound in
God
this box?
that I am not lying, and if he does, and if I lie, strike me down.
Of course.
Looks like we can get an answer. Open
Oh.
it, Mr. Aventurine. It's your last chance to defend your honor. Please. Are these
Ooh.
what you're looking for?
Well then.
Since you came as promised, learned doctor, does this mean that you are willing to take the side of the family in this farce?
What makes you think you can convince me?
I've heard you haven't enjoyed Mr. Aventurine's company. I also understand that you're
mean,
an avid
that's not-
learner who sees the pursuit
It's not
of
hard
knowledge
to
above all.
imagine that someone wouldn't enjoy his company.
In that case, you ought to realize that a competent scholar knows their position and wouldn't forsake more vital matters for the sake of petty pride.
If you agree to assist the family, I'll share our research findings on the Stellaron. You must be quite aware that, besides the family, no other faction is willing to share such information.
Cut to the chase. What do you need from me?
I need Mr. Aventurine's comprehensive plan.
Haven't you confiscated his cornerstone? You can't expect a featherless bird to take flight.
But I've also heard the 10 elites in the Strategic Investment Department have united, progressing together in the interests of the IPC.
You'll have to speak more clearly than that.
Okay, so that's still working.
The cornerstone, which Mr. Aventurine surrendered. Was it really his?
You question whether he would entrust you with someone else's cornerstone. The 10 Stonehearts aren't as united as you think. Cornerstones are significantly more precious to them than their very own lives.
But you know that he's a
Where did the thing
crazed
go?
gambler. The more vocal he is about it, the more cautious I must be.
Oh.
I never imagined someone would share his way of thinking. Honestly, you should see a shrink.
What?
Bring it.
Did that
The
not work?
box containing the cornerstone is unique, and only IPC senior staff and related members
what?
can access it. but I
Okay.
happen to be among them.
Heh. Heh. Throwing snowballs. I'm throwing
I appreciate
snowballs.
Unfortunately, your guess is correct.
The golden stone. Its color and glow are similar to that of Klepoth's body.
This is the very ruse he intends to use to fool you. He won't reveal to you that the 10 Stonehearts chisel their own will into the cornerstones, granting them an unparalleled radiance. And this golden statue is also known as Topaz, not Adventurine, and it belongs to Topaz. So, do you wish to confront him?
Not at the moment. I'm more interested to know the location of his cornerstone.
The safest place somewhere you'd never think of. Because he never intended to hide it.
Ah, there we go. That
In
makes
fact,
sense now.
That cornerstone has been in your hands from the very beginning.
I see. This bag. Mixing a cornerstone. More precious than life itself. With a bunch of worthless jewels. Disguised as a gift of money waiting to be confiscated.
Yoink.
Is indeed in line with Mr. Aventurine's style.
Yoink.
Playing the matter and requests the gift money. This is a gamble, one he's all too familiar with. Betting on your single misstep, leading to a total loss.
Learned doctor, I am grateful for your help. The family will
Interesting.
surely reward a righteous person like you. As for the villain, I hope he retreats in humiliation. It was all thanks to your friend with a keen eye that I could add a blot of utter failure to your storied career.
Ratio, you wretch.
Finally shown your true colors, huh? Oh, and just to remind you, you currently only have 17 system hours left to live. Treasure your remaining time, and savor the delectable aftertaste of defeat.
You might as well explain yourself a little more clearly.
What I performed on you just now was the Harmony's consecration. You were to show allegiance beneath the illumination of their grace. Yet you acted willfully, uttering nothing but falsehoods, transforming the consecration into a trial. I genuinely see no reason to absolve you from it.
Is this what the harmony represents? But is it built upon constraint and coercion?
Maybe.
You misunderstand, Mr. Aventurine. Punishment is meant for the irreverent. But I have seen your resilient spirit,
I mean,
and thus I offer you the possibility of a new beginning. Throughout these 17 system hours, you will be unable to escape the dreamscape.
in a
or
certain
contact any
way
your
of
companions.
thinking about
You only
harmony,
have 2 paths before you, and it all depends on whether you can complete my test.
like when it
within
comes
the
to
time limit.
abundance, too much of abundance
Should you succeed,
leads to
you will
disaster,
be able to coalesce into the harmony
leads to insanity and
be with your
disaster.
family.
Too much harmony
You will
leads
suffer
to
the wrath of the eternal
stagnation?
centurion and
I will
fall
say.
into an abyss of doom.
stagnation and a lack of innovation and
Sounds like it
evolution
might end up
and
the same either way.
change. Because if
I
everyone,
indeed do need a servant to help
we're in
me
complete
uncover
harmony,
the evil hidden in the family from an
wouldn't that
external
mean
perspective.
that you'd all be thinking the
I
exact
will
same
purge
thing, the
the
exact
evil
same
from
way?
the inside and bring the real culprits to justice within 17 system hours.
Maybe.
when the time comes.
Or maybe I'm just
Compare
crazy.
your findings with mine. If both
Yeah, I'm
our
absolutely
findings
just
align,
crazy.
or if you can provide me more insights, then they will truly be able to grant you mercy and honesty.
Shameless hypocrites. You took everything from me and still demand the truth? That isn't fair.
Oh yes, the truth
The
shall set you
carnival
free,
reeks with
buddy.
The stench of cash. Nothing is achievable without it.
This
Grab
is
this.
meant to be an act of personal virtue, not requiring the family's support. Your bag is over there.
Pull that up.
Do as you please. I believe you can trade this bag of worthless
Wish I could
jewels for
monitor
everything you
something.
need. That's what gamblers excel at, isn't it? Off you go, Mr. Aventurine. You are free. I will wait here for your good news.
Hmm.
This
What is
meeting
with that
isn't
bird?
an interrogation or a negotiation. It's an outright execution.
Why would I do that, Mr.
bird.
Aventurine? I'm just wondering what a passerby who stumbled upon a scene of a murder could have found out. That's all.
Kind
By
of
the
on
way,
adventuring side
before
with
you
this
go,
one.
I have a personal question.
I might not like him, but
What is it now?
Do you truly wish to bring about the destruction of this world?
Kakavasha! Where did you go?
maybe.
Oh, are you injured? I got it back, sister.
Oh god, this part. I've seen this part, and it's just so.
Look for them? That's too dangerous.
My brain just.
It's just a necklace. It's neither food nor water. We can survive without it.
Yes.
But I can't
Absolute
live without
harmony.
you, little brother.
Everyone thinks the same way. Everyone has the
Not
same
to look
goal.
for those catechins again.
Everyone, like an over
Sister,
harmonizing.
don't be afraid.
I want to say,
Catechins are fools, but I'm smart. I
because
play
it always
the game
seems
with
like
them,
there's
and I won.
a negative to every one of these paths,
One? What
in
happened
addition to a
exactly?
positive.
Tell me.
I made a bet with them. The two birds in the desert and me. Who will die first?
Yeah, it's.
I won.
I like Penacony. Look, in all honesty, I like this whole
But I didn't. I
whole
won
stop
fair and
on
square.
the path, but it's
Of course.
been
Of course you did.
interesting.
You've always been a lucky child. Gaiathra Triclops must be watching
Oh
over
god,
you.
this name.
But that's no reason to push your luck by going up against those bloodthirsty, cruel catechins. Have you forgotten?
This
how
name
Mom and
drives
Dad-
me insane.
Look, this is just a necklace.
Uh,
Kakavasha, you are my only family.
I'm guessing that's his name, his original name or something.
I'm sorry, sister. I thought you'd be happy. Because Mom left you this necklace.
Oh, right.
There'll be no next time.
Put that on.
It is important, but not as important as you, my dearest brother. I don't blame you, but you must remember what Mom said. Pain and poverty are the trials of Gaiathra Triclops. She has also granted us a chance. And that's your good luck, Kakavasha. Your good luck is the most precious wealth we all Avgin have.
Gaiathra Triclops.
You're a child
Why
blessed by
does that
Gaiathra
name-
Triclops and can lead the clan to happiness. So always remember to protect yourself and never resent the pain and poverty you're going through. All right?
Uh-huh.
Listen to me and swear to Gaiathra
Gaiathra
Triclops.
Triclops. I'm guessing it's like a deity or something.
Okay. We'll swear to Gaiathra Triclops to protect this wealth. But sister, if Gaiathra Triclops was really watching over us, then why did she not protect Dad when he was swept away by the quicksand?
Hello, Happy Silver
Went
Wolf.
to the Catechins' land only to prepare for Gaiathra Triclops' offerings.
Ah,
And where was Gaiathra Triclops when Mom was shivering in our arms? Mom was still pleading for
Triclops.
Gaiathra Triclops' forgiveness under her breath, until the moment she closed her eyes.
Gaiathra Triclops.
Sister,
Gaiathra
everyone
Triclops.
praises me for being smart, but I don't get it. If every rainpour was Gaiathra Triclops' forgiveness and grace, then how bad were our sins? So much so that we were born in the...
The Gaiathra Triclops was so strong, it was driving, it caused OBS to go disconnect for a second.
Excuse me.
Hello, Happy Silver Wolf. How are you
I can't seem
doing
to find any information
today?
on this artist in the Iris family archives. The photo you provided also doesn't show any matches.
Just as I thought. I'd like to ask, what kind
I
of traces do people
I mean, I
leave
just
when they
imagine a
enter dream?
three-eyed crab.
Are you referring to
Yeah,
the
they're
records when you
Triclops.
enter the dream pool?
It's
The
like
equipment
crab.
will monitor physiological indicators such as heart rate, blood
Considering
oxygen
Triclops means
levels, and
three-eyed.
body temperature in real time.
Three-eyed
This data will be included in
giant, I want to
statistics
say?
and handed over to the family for the screening
Because remember,
of any
the common,
data anomalies.
the common depiction of
Immediate action will be
Triclops is that
taken
they're
once
like
any
a
illegal
part of like
behavior is
giant,
detected.
like species of giant beings. I feel like our mood is even be. Yeah,
Please
that's what I
rest
feel like.
assured, your vitals are monitored in case of emergencies, allowing us to wake you if necessary. This
Oh.
is all for the safety of our guests.
Can I trouble you to access the records?
I apologize.
Also, at some point in
The
time, I
hotel
gotta
does
figure
not
out
have
like
access.
what's going on,
This
like
information
internet.
is managed by the Bloodhound
Three-eyed
family.
Cyclops. Yeah,
We can
the Cyclops
only
is normally
access
like a
if there's
giant,
problem.
like not giant.
Looks
They're like
nothing can be
large
done here.
creatures.
At least we know who to look for next. We can ask
Also,
the
Cyclops
Bloodhound
isn't a
family
Cyclops.
for
Yeah, Cyclops is a
information.
one-eyed giant.
Thank
thing.
you for your assistance, Miss Allie. By the way, is Miss Robin doing fine? We are looking forward to her
Yeah.
performance.
And
What
there's
does that mean? Is there something
essentially
wrong with Miss
giants
Robin?
generally are
The preparations
two-eyed.
for the Charming
A
Festival
Cyclops
have been
has one eye, and a
proceeding
Triclops
smoothly.
has three
So,
eyes.
I guess things are pretty good. I believe she will be able to put on a spectacular
And
show
then
for
Titan
all
is a
of you.
god from
Hmm,
Greek mythology.
Sure.
Eh,
Sure
In my
enough,
case, it just means
no
big.
one knows about Miss Robin. I'm not surprised.
Big.
That Miss Firefly is truly mysterious. There's no information on her
I
in the
wonder if she's
hotel
actually
system.
dead.
Even if she's a stowaway, she should have a disguised
Or
identity after
maybe, like,
entering the planet.
Because that was a dream.
She's also in the running for the legacy.
She's just like,
How is she going to sneak into
was she like
Dreamscape
killed,
unnoticed?
or is she
there
a?
any other way to enter a dream
Is she like comatose,
besides the hotel room's dream pool?
vegetated?
The Mono Keepers have abilities that are difficult for normal people to comprehend. In the memory zone of Penacony, they thrive effortlessly, a fact proven to us by Black Swan. The hacker girl from the Stellaron Hunters used extraordinary means to unlock the Dreamscape Hotel's seal. According to the scene witnessed by him, it is likely that they are
Yeah, they're
behind Miss
Triclops.
Firefly's case.
Telephone hunters.
Again.
Both are possible.
Yeah.
But what about the IPC?
OBS
Since they
reconnected.
want
Yeah,
Penacony
thanks.
all for themselves, they're bound to have a plan.
And I have to keep refreshing this thing every time that happens because.
The Bravo team has arrived at their designated position, ready to execute
Bravo!
an armed evacuation operation. Boss, get moving. Armed evacuation? Boss, are you drunk?
Probably.
What do you know? It's more efficient this way. Just don't let the director find out. Act first, report later.
The
Understood?
director is
Help!
I'm guessing Topaz
I spent
again?
all my year-end bonus on the snowball. I don't want my name on the department's major disciplinary notice.
OBS gives me trouble no matter what at this present time.
Nice. Could it be the IPC workers from Bellabog?
Oh, yeah.
To all guests, the IPC will be conducting special operations within the hotel. Please follow the staff in charge of evacuation to the designated safe zones, or compulsory measures will be enforced.
OBS.
Albert,
Yep, there's
what's
Topaz.
waiting for you lot? You've been told not to drink during work hours. Take him back to the hotel room. I'll organize a meeting later to properly go over how this incident report should be written.
Miss Topaz? I never thought I'd run into you on Penacony.
Long time no see, Astral Express crew. Aventurine has told me a lot about your happenings.
I'm still mixed on her. Like, on the one hand,
It's fine. Do as I
She's-
ask and try to avoid any conflict
She's cool.
with the family.
But on the
Report to
other
me before
hand,
taking any action.
heh.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
As you see,
Isn't there
the
attribute
IPC
fire?
isn't very popular here on Penacony. Cordiality from the family
For the
is
most
a
part, I'm
mere
kind of
facade.
like,
The former frontier prison
I don't
has
know,
turned around and cuffed its shackles on the IPC stuff
Hmm.
now. Only a Aventurine, who carries an invitation, is allowed to attend the banquet. An entourage like us, we can only sit around in the reality hotel, unauthorized to even enter dreams.
No wonder Aventurine's scrambling to partner up with someone. The IPC can't back him up in the dreamscape.
His situation isn't optimistic, I hear. You're all helping to investigate some dirt on the family, are you not? Let me know if you need anything outside the dreamscape. The IPC always treats its partners well.
Thank you, Miss Topaz. We're on our way to the Hounds to verify some intel. Perhaps you've had dealings with them?
Yep, they're tailing us right now. Why not go and talk to them? It'll take the spotlight off me. Being constantly stared at is really uncomfortable.
Yay, I'm back to me. I'm in.
We're carrying out our captain's orders.
I would say
do you
space
want?
corporatism.
We made a mistake last time, and we're working hard to rectify
So, like, it feels more like
Don't have time for anything
you can't
else.
make
Surveilling the IPC
a fortune
executive
out there and
ensuring
out there
that she
without
stays
being
put at the
connected to
Reverie
some kind of
Hotel during her time on
corporation
Penacony.
like the
We've
IPC,
got the
which
right one this
looks like they have a monopoly.
So that's it. They were the pair who were
Maybe?
after Firefly at the time.
I don't know. I'd have to look at more into that to understand it better, but I only ever hear about the IPC.
It's you again.
Yeah.
Back for more trouble? We're not afraid of you this time.
Oh, that felt good.
Spit
Oh,
it
hey, my
out.
head stopped hurting.
Stop bothering us if you've
Feels,
nothing
that feels
important.
much better.
So you know each other. Why do you keep running into people you've beaten up before?
Yeah. Maybe they're Volt Tech in disguise. Captain, where is he? I need you to pull some records for me. It's all official business. When's our lunch break? Hungry. That's me.
Sheesh, why do you keep asking me that? We're in the middle of investigating a murder case for the family.
Probably.
May we speak to your captain about it?
Well...
There we go.
Hey! The security officer instructed everyone to shut their traps before he returned from Dream's Edge. What murder? You'd better stop spouting nonsense.
Yeah, murder.
Yeah, that's right. We have nothing to report. Please leave.
Looks like they're not going to cooperate. But they did at least tell us that the captain is at Dream's Edge.
Oh god.
We just look for the
And they have a two-legged
It's
cat
probably
with
Gallagher,
them.
the one he mentioned, right?
Alright. So talk to Topaz. There we go. There she is. It's optional to talk to her?
How does it feel to be in business with Aventurine? I bet you're not used to it. That's
it gonna let me answer?
just his style. All or nothing.
Can I say he
is his
sucks?
mantra. He's always cozying up to his clients while egging them on to undertake some dangerous assignment with him. But everyone has their merits, so I won't comment further.
Yes.
But Aventurine's luck has always been good. He's always closed all his cases without a hitch and basically never lost a gamble. Which is why, on the issue of retaking
What Pokemon
Penacony,
event?
I'm watching with keen interest.
Is that a new event I don't know about?
Of course. It's business after all. What's important is where you're seated at the table. As for the two cases, apologies.
I swear,
but
if it's that
I don't
new
have
event
much info on them either.
that I briefly
All
looked
I
at, I'm
can
gonna be
do
like,
is ask you to keep digging for more details.
So I haven't played in a few days. Oh, excuse me. Right there. She was meant to came out short. Ah, no, I didn't see it. Where's... I'm gonna go here. Yes.
Come on, can't we stay out a little longer?
Checked off the list.
All right. There we go. More stuff. 80. Okay. So, no. All right, a bunch of stuff that I actually got to screw with later. Hey. Multitasking's fun. Yeah, they always are.
Such tight security. I bet they're stumped by the case
You
as
go-
well.
I'm this thing called lazy. I do more stuff whenever the heck I'm
The
streaming.
Bloodhound family is running
Hence
an
why that's
investigation
part of the
up
reason
ahead.
why I got back
No
into streaming.
unauthorized personnel allowed. Hold on a minute. I think I've seen you before. The gray-haired one.
Exit that out.
How much trouble have you stirred up exactly on Penacony?
I haven't done anything. Yeah, I know.
Not possible. It
yeah,
was you the
but
last time yelling about some clockwork
kind of-
friendship while beating me up with that silver-haired girl.
Oh no.
I'm not letting you get by this time. Please leave, or I'll have to get on my knees and beg you.
I'm sorry, man.
What kind of heinous crime have you committed now?
Hold on, sir. We have documents authorized by the family that would aid your investigation. If it wouldn't trouble you, could we see this Mr. Gallagher?
Who exactly is this?
I'm also
Gallagher
kind of.
about? There's been a few people
I
mentioning his
multitask
name.
games as well. I just
Even the
got
one
caught
with the
up
gray hair.
on Code Geass.
He didn't send you all here?
Yeah, they
It
just
was
heard about
the
they just heard about our
security
antics.
officer who
It's kind of,
dispatched us?
it's fine.
That's all I can divulge.
He'll do.
Oh yes,
He's the
lawful
one we've been
chaotic.
looking
That
for.
one.
Sorry, no can do. The boss said that since it's a matter of the family's reputation, no one's allowed through.
I think I was a Reddit
Everyone,
post that
please
got
leave.
that got seen by that one guy. That,
Try to change his mind.
really,
Can you perform it again?
really,
That,
really,
clocky magic.
huh?
It's not bad if we're resolving a misunderstanding. Please?
Really? All right. I'm gonna screw with this guy's brain.
Sorry, no can do. Everyone,
Activate clockwork. Calm, angry, happy, sad. There we go. Yeah.
you
It happens all the time.
insist on doing this.
Sorry, but human lives and the family's reputation are at stake. It is imperative we know everything about the case.
This is normal.
No, I meant to say... Do I really have to get down on my knees and grovel?
No.
No, you don't really mean that. If that's the case, I'll just have to acquiesce to everyone's wishes. Lower my esteemed head and plead with...
That makes me feel sad. It is having the opposite effect.
No need. Standing is just fine. You don't need to do that.
Looks like he's still.
There it is, happy.
Let me see what time it is now.
Time to start laughing.
Whoa, it's this time already. What? Time to clock out. And no one's gonna stop me.
I feel morally depressed about this. You made him sad. What did you expect? Yeah. I expected no less of me just feeling sad for making someone feel sad.
At least he won't be getting in our way again. Let's...
I was wondering what all the commotion was. Huh. Oh, it's you guys.
Oh, so I'm...
Since you made it here, what can I
This
do
guy
for you?
is
Hello,
hilarious.
Mr. Gallagher, sir. Judging from your tone, it sounds like
got
you were
him, I'm pretty
expecting
sure.
us.
Miss Himiko, you're too polite. There's no need to call me sir.
Mr. Gallagher, you even know my name.
Ooh.
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary Astral Express and honorable guests of the Watchmaker. I had an encounter with this gentleman in the Golden Hour. I remember that little silver-haired girl was there too.
Yes. The silver-haired girl.
I'm sorry for what happened to that kid.
This is also the reason why we've come to visit you, Mr. Gallagher. The
Just looks
Express
so
can't
bored,
just
but he's so
overlook the death
freaking
of that child.
awesome.
So we've decided to help the family get to the bottom of it, in the hopes of getting justice for her.
So,
the nameless involved with the family.
I'm pretty sure I got one of him.
What an unpredictable
But I
twist of
also
fate.
only pulled on Acheron's banner, I think, once in total.
What's wrong with the family?
And I got her on the
It's
first
nothing.
go.
On Penacony, everyone loves the family. No matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time
Which
comes,
I was really happy
they
about
do
because that was
find
all
it
I
hard
had
to let
for
go.
Stellar.
Who wants to leave a warm nest? Just idiots, little kids, and inebriated fools.
Yeah.
Mr. Gallagher seems to be getting at something.
Give
But
him
you
booze.
guys are wrong. I'm not. You want to discuss the case? Sure. Come with me. This is not a good place to talk. Let's go elsewhere.
Yes. Space Disney. In New York. Yeah.
Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still running effortlessly.
And here
Other
is
than the family of the Harmony.
one of my
it's
favorite characters.
Hard to imagine any other power in the universe that could sustain a building of such magnitude.
because Welt is
The family
awesome.
itself is a huge.
I really like Welt. I really like dubbed
Like
Welt.
a living idol. Each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle, revolving around a singular core and a shared.
I gotta level him.
Under their
I leveled
command,
Acheron.
they loyally fulfill their
I
roles,
also did a lot of her
offering
traces.
themselves while also receiving sustenance in return.
What else?
Interesting analogy.
I was gonna
Perhaps that's why
pull for what's his
Penacony's
name?
Beautiful dream has
Luocha.
persisted for so long.
Luocha.
But the human body has its limits, and so does the divines.
Imagine
That
how much
doesn't
different
sound like
that'd
the
be
kind of
today
comment a Galaxy
if they
Ranger
did
would
that.
Just pointing out the
Would it
facts.
be on the
Mr.
islands
Yang will definitely have
or
a better sense of what's going on than I do.
outside of,
Why do you
or
say
like on the
that,
main
Miss Acheron?
main
The
land
beautiful
of
dream is
New
crumbling,
York?
but not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor.
Probably on Manhattan.
Its collapse stems from a certain inevitability
That'd be
of
the only.
human nature.
No.
The family refuses to
Supposedly they were
acknowledge
working
this,
on
and it has
extending
ultimately
New York
backfired
City.
and become a catalyst.
Yeah, Luocha.
As people immerse their souls
That's
in
how
the
that's said.
dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to
Luocha.
exist, and only ease and pleasure prevail, they draw closer and closer to necrosis.
I was trying to pull for him.
Regardless of the perceived bliss.
I did like 2 pulls,
Death
didn't get him, and it was
the
like, oh,
inevitable
okay.
conclusion. Also, this necrosis will diffuse and spread. One piece of the puzzle's mutation will eventually cause the entire building to shake, break, and crumble.
In the end, the dreams that people built in the name of freedom
makes sense.
became the cage that imprisoned them.
Like, ultimately, it
I'm
makes
sure you've gained a lot from
sense
this
when you
trip,
look at
Miss Acheron.
Florida's climate versus
Are you
New York's climate.
willing to share your findings with me?
Florida is, I believe, warm year-round
That's if I remember.
versus New York, which gets cold and very snowy in, like, wintertime.
Don't mind me. It's just a habit. Owing to events in the past, I've become easily forgetful.
Yeah.
It's only when this sword is unsheathed that those hazy memories start to become clearer.
Take your time.
That should do it. I vividly remember everything that occurred on Penacony. Ask away.
Hey.
The moment of daybreak. I've heard that's where the Dawn Factory, which processes
I only
the
played a
foundation
little
of the
bit of
dreamscape, is located.
Honkai Impact 3rd.
Behind the dreamscape
It's not that I
song and
didn't
dance,
enjoy it.
only imagination.
I just didn't have the
Workers create all kinds of whimsical works day in
time or
day out
energy
in
to
their dreams.
sit down and play it much.
They return to reality and sleep on a
And there was
narrow
other
bed
games
in a
that I was
room.
more interested in.
A far cry from luxury. They say it will suffice. Experiencing the bizarre
But I
and
did like
motley
May.
dreamscape is the best reward. There I encountered
Mai,
a young
May.
woman who had just come of age.
Mai.
The perfect
What?
time to indulge in beautiful dreams. Her greatest wish was to one day move to the golden hour and see the magnificent garments she had woven with her own hands. For certain reasons, her wish was difficult to fulfill. But I managed
like,
to bring her
I
garment.
the game was kind like I enjoyed some parts of the game, some aspects of the game, but for the most part, it was kind of
Yes. It is
it would have ended up just being too much of a time sink for me to play.
The Pepeshi people,
Especially when like I wouldn't be able to pick the game up like I can with Honkai, do some stuff, and then put it down and go.
The greatest wish of the local Pepeshi people is for their future generations to work.
Tomato killed the stream for a second.
I could only stand at the crossroads, watching crowds of people hurrying like the wind through the jungle of steel.
The tomato
only to
killed the
deposit
stream
the
for a
alfalfa
second.
credits they'd earned into the bank's vault.
That's funny.
I don't know if they would open the vault door.
I also don't know
But
who
before
threw
I
the
left,
tomato.
I witnessed a well-dressed
says
Pepeshi person plummet from the sky.
P112308 threw a tomato.
I hear the Blue Hour is very romantic. Do you have any tales to share?
Perhaps Mr. Yang has
It's
heard.
funny.
There is a large boat called the Eventide, anchored along the Sea of Dreams. Their soft music and dancing persists endlessly every night. I ran into a wizened lady there. She was at the dock, waiting for her long-departed lover to
it's kind of hard.
Waiting
It's kind of hard sometimes to differentiate them when you're trying to say both at the same time.
Breeze, she spoke of her own youth. Like many who desired wealth and love, they came to Penacony to pursue their dreams.
Honkai Impact 3rd.
Alas, her lover's consciousness was lost.
I was fascinated by
the Sea of Dreams.
Honkai Star Rail.
Finally, she suggested we continue our conversation.
I can pick it up.
In the shallows.
I can play a little bit and put it down.
The boat with her.
And then keep doing my job.
She never said anything.
Keep doing my job.
Her eyes absent-mindedly gazing at
and then just keep going to and from.
Forever. Finally, we retreated to the beach.
But yeah, like the
dreamscape of chic, luxury, and consumerism.
It was
the moment of dusk. My companions have been there too.
Then you all must have seen those who are attempting to realize their dreams. Or have realized.
I just have a lot of fun with this game.
Scattering money as if it were dust and betting it on all or nothing. Everything has a price.
There we go.
And everything can be bought or sold. Even dreams themselves.
Like I
saw an Intellitron there.
I felt that.
Was preparing to auction himself.
I felt that too.
When someone wins a bid under stipulated periods and rules, he would do the buyer's every bidding, becoming that person's very possession. That Intellitron had been.
Worst part about it is I'm playing the game based on my views on the OBS side, so I'm also seeing the tomatoes hit the screen.
Did anyone cast another glance at him? This time around, there were no successful bids for him.
I think Genshin was actually like the worst one for me.
This is what I've seen and heard along the way.
I also have some issues. None that really like
this a long time
come out to me already, like at times where like they'll naturally just pop out.
Dreamscape of the planet of festivities. Watch the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people. Were the spirits of the rich and impoverished.
Pain in the butt again.
This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream is inevitable.
Thanks, OBS, for being a butt again.
There might be a way to change everything.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire, if this is precisely why life chooses to slumber, should we still seek to change it?
Yeah. At first I was really into Genshin.
It's my turn
and then after
Inazuma,
my interest died down really quickly.
There was a man from my homeland,
and I couldn't get back into it.
When the world was grappling with deep, unhealable pain, the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes.
What's happening with Fake's dream that keep freaking dying like that?
From this, he created a giant. Spiritual atom.
The game was,
and since that moment, the
interesting
between
at first, and then
earth, becoming the pillar.
It got worse and worse over time for me.
As a price,
it became repetitive.
Hard to move forward. Who could not advance, forever lost their future.
I mean, I'd argue Honkai Star Rail has the same issue, but
devoid of disaster.
The stories are kind of more fascinating to me.
Peacefully in the man's created utopia.
And the music's better.
It is because of the wishes of those people who wished not to awaken.
Change my mind on that one.
This spiritual atom became unbreakable.
And yet, you stand here right now. Which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future. Even if human weaknesses make them pause when they truly cannot move forward, humanity will eventually seek a way to save itself.
True.
And that man, he was never a failure. Like everyone in that world, he etched the possibilities of human nature into his heart. He was the sun chaser of legend, soaring towards the sky and embracing his final victory with his fall.
And it's been years, too. What are they on? The fourth, fifth place?
With the sun.
Fourth or fifth area? What's going to happen by the time that they get to the final element?
Because of it, only for him to fall.
Are they just going to end the game there? Or
countless others would surpass him.
Yeah.
Soaring to even greater heights.
A fitting metaphor for the nameless.
Okay, so fifth. So they got, what, 2, 3 more?
Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar
and then what?
Different worlds.
Go to space?
In these worlds, there are innumerable people.
Are they going to follow the trigger method and go to space somehow?
I, too, have embarked on journeys, encountering old friends with familiar faces on different worlds. Witnessing their destiny
versus Honkai, which
similar to mine,
or Honkai Star Rail,
so
which
I will tell you,
takes it, and you're going along a
similar.
rail. You're going from world to world to world.
You just told.
So this one has a lot more potential staying power overall.
And within that abyssal dream, I ended that man's life.
Netland, Sneznaya, and then there's the additional 8th chapter. Yep. But then what happens? Does the game just end?
Nor will my home be as fortunate as yours.
Or
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't mind, so long as I can alleviate your suspicions.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron. Under that representation of the hunt, exactly what sort of power is it that has motivated
eventually we're gonna see Genshin characters in this world, aren't we?
Answering that question, I wish to continue the previous topic. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky and envy. They saw
it feels
that
more
faraway ray of light from above the heavens.
This feels much more of a journey with like
clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again,
they showed up in Honkai Impact 3rd, but not here in Star Rail.
Sky, attempting to touch
but Impact,
all because the sun was there.
Honkai Impact 3 third characters show up here.
What if the last bird finally soars?
Some in different shapes.
Only to realize that the end of the light is not the sun.
One, I think, was made into 2 characters, if I remember correctly, which was Branya.
Then why?
Because Silver Wolf, if I remember correctly, is supposed to be a different aspect of her.
Walk towards the light.
Hooray!
Long time no see. Having fun on Penacony? Acheron?
This voice, it's not Constance. Could it be her companion?
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to, my bullets will find you. Until then, you best find a casket store.
Well, Himiko is dead in Honkai Impact 3rd.
Imposter.
Imposter? I see. She gave my whereabouts to someone who's tracking.
If I remember correctly.
Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake? Who the heck are you?
I'm the Garden of Recollections memo keeper.
That makes sense.
Not bad.
That makes more sense.
Kind of tough challenge I like. You that imposter's bodyguard? Never mind. It's fine. I'll leave a round for you. So get that forehead clean. And wait for me.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you know Acheron, the Galaxy Ranger, yes? I have something to ask you.
Are you asking me to write your will?
I can't do that at the moment, but I'll try later.
Not quite. I only want to
Because
ask,
if I navigate away from the
did she become a Galaxy Ranger?
From the game, it's just going to disconnect the stream again.
She's clearly not a path strider of the hunt, but you are, aren't you? Tell me, what's Acheron's deal?
Wait, Acheron's not a hunt character, isn't she?
Sure.
Nihility?
Never thought I'd come across an ally. What a stroke of luck.
My phone is. I can't use my phone.
Well.
my phone is the VTuber model camera.
Memo keeper, go buy a bottle of his Donna's White Oak and warm it up. No,
I have a laptop I'm working on the side.
That lady's passed. Well, nobody knows.
Ben.
But if all you want is a simple answer, sure, you best get a chair and take a seat. That woman, named Acheron, is an emanator who should not exist.
Oh. An emanator, is she? Oh, god dang it.
You look pale. Or is that also part of your act?
I didn't think you'd have the nerve to show yourself.
I thought this was exactly what you wanted. After all, I faithfully fulfilled my duties as
That's what you were talking about.
Just tell me if you can't hold on any longer.
So,
that makes sense now.
The genius of the Council of Mundanites wants to be my Undertaker now. What an honor.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love to be notified of your death in due time. But let's not forget, you won't be seeing them, because I'm the manager of this task.
Great. Then tell your people that Aventurine is ready to go in 17 system hours.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve. How exactly do you plan on completing your task while your hands are tied by the Harmony?
My conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family. They hold the secrets of Penacony. So, I took the opportunity to set everything in motion.
That's right.
I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone this smoothly since I walked through the doors of the Reverie.
I love Silver Wolf. She's freaking awesome.
One step away from victory. Let's just wait and see.
Even if I'm a little salty, I didn't get her.
Sounds like a very elaborate way of saying that you failed.
That's all I can say.
And again, I wasn't playing as much back then.
You betrayed me. Go.
Oh.
Do what
you
must.
Mean, Aventurine?
I look forward to the sight of the IPC fleet surrounding Penacony.
She is the perpetual mood.
You've achieved what you desired, haven't you?
Or a perpetual mood.
True, but what's your plan?
But
did you
fun.
conceal an orbital support beacon in that gift money bag?
Did he?
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cash even when I'm about to bite the dust.
You are indeed a gambler.
He did send me money.
An insane one at that.
Quite a bit of money, apparently.
Maybe I am. Who knows?
Big on gambling, aren't you?
Fine. Here, take this.
Too bad you didn't send me a bunch of Stellar Jade, you jerk.
You'll thank me.
What's this? Medical advice?
Yeah, that's... that is the thing.
You catch on pretty fast, Doctor.
I'm just hoping that like it's not a sub banner, one and done thing, and they just keep going, like they just randomize it on who gets on the second banner.
The way you're all on edge
that'd be nice.
about that stowaway.
Just random second banner.
It's just as I guessed it would be.
Because that means that there's more chances to get characters.
Let the rain of wealth from the IPC fall evenly on everyone.
Because I don't focus on trying to get Eodians. Yeah. See? I still gotta get all these up. But I'm pretty sure I did a really good job of unlocking all these traces. I still gotta focus more on trying to get these even more better versions of them. Yeah, I don't have any of those. Some new characters. Star Row either has to introduce 5-star characters to the story banner, or they have to make more banners of it. Yes. I would love it if they took some of like the older characters and just put them onto the story banner. Alright, where the heck is he? Yeah, I ain't got much for her done. And I got pretty crappy relics on her. And I don't, that one won't work for her ultimately. Probably. Gee, I wonder who I'm gonna freaking pull for. Aha. Wow. 31 days of that remaining. That's one of the reasons why I keep playing too. Yeah. Alright, got that. Come over here. To Icarus. Relive the past in a faraway land. Yes, I was listening to their talks, not actually talking over them. That's what I was doing. I gotta start this one at some point, but I'm gonna do that after story stuff. For now. Adventuring Dense Macabre. Macabre.
Would you be willing to support my performance? And keep the Song of Beauty alive in the cosmos?
Here I go with the gems of something.
But why would you give such a wonderful gift to a random stranger like me?
Well, you see...
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Bear to see anyone in this.
Now that I think about it, I remember that.
From poverty.
That was a time.
Incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, sir.
It just didn't appeal to me.
Please, feel free to come by and indulge in my singing.
Also, it makes more sense to have characters from like Genshin appear in Honkai Impact 3rd versus Star Rail because of the game style.
Death? That's a pretty scary topic, and it doesn't really match the mood of this sweet dream.
Oh, you see, I'm a tabloid reporter collecting ghost stories in Paniconi.
He's lying. He's actually a gambler.
The more chilling the stories, the more attention they get. Maybe you could help me out.
Well, if you're up for some gossip.
Cool.
It's not about death.
Oh.
But there have been
Maybe I
some
should look
rumors
into
about
that.
a guest at the reality hotel.
See what that was like, because I never actually like paid attention to it.
It was like
now I'm curious about what that weapon was.
Nobody knows what caused it, but luckily the customer eventually regained consciousness. Well, all customers are under the protection of the family after all.
Thank you. This will make for a very juicy headline. May Shibe protect us. Unexplained coma.
Yeah, but the game style overall is a bit
That's
different.
actually what happens to your body if your brain
Turn-based versus, you know,
unfortunately, the
open
customer
world
ended up waking up
exploration.
in the end.
Powers-wise, probably.
I can feel something inside my head. Is the harmony starting to
Over
kick
to here. There we go.
The world has truly lost its way. You wait. I get it now. This is some sort of prank show, right? You must have some cameras set up around here to film yourself doing good deeds, right?
Live action adventuring will be played by the actor known as Ashton Kutcher.
Quick way to get an audience. But you know what? A truly great show never comes easy.
A great show will start soon, old man. But before that, I need to ask you something. Do you know where I can find death in this dream?
Ah, I see. Another fearless youngster looking for death, huh? Well, let me give you
sir.
a piece
I'm
of
always looking for
advice.
death.
Don't think you're the first one who's ever thought of that idea. Death? Not even remotely innovative. I bought it from Dr. Edward. He claimed it was some exclusive fancy schmancy stuff. Now, what a disappointment. The effects were awful. First, some monster covered in eyes stabs you in the gut. And then all you see are blurry glimpses of buildings and lights. The sky was spinning so fast it almost made me puke.
Is that all?
Yeah, what else can you expect? Don't put too much stock in the Penacony movie industry. They even call this junk ground.
I gotta do that at some point. I gotta clear all the side quests.
What a joke.
I'm just slightly lazy.
Well, I'll leave you
And
be
also, I'm constantly like,
wonderful day.
should I do them now or save them for like another stream?
That sounds like the memory zone me.
Because I think I've said this one before. That I'm planning on doing like Honkai Star Rail and other gacha games if I can get them up and running on like today, like these days. Like every week. Unless my computer decides to say no, you're not allowed.
It's getting closer.
Hello,
sip of liquor.
Brocky.
A blissful reprieve. To drown 1,000 sorrows. Let worries leave.
Because as soon as I'm out of quests for this, they're gonna end up updating it. And they'll be like, oh yeah.
Oh?
I'm generally not going to.
Me? Didn't expect to meet such a generous soul in this place.
Like one of the ones that I wanted to play, I was trying to get it to work in OBS. It was the Code Geass game.
As long as I have
but it was not working.
That's enough.
It was not work. The BlueStacks was not coming up correctly, and also kind of said my name to top
You
corner.
really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend. It's not good for your health.
So it's kind of a bit of a risk.
Maybe I really should quit. But not before meeting.
Also, I'd have to end up actually going to look and see if I can change the Google Play name to something else. Something funny.
Soul Glad? Care to elaborate?
Because it actually says my actual full name. And I'm like, I don't want that to be on the screen.
They say it loves to appear to drunk people, especially the ones who are passed out on the side of the road. How funny.
The Code Geass one, I actually have not spent much in the way of money in that game. Mostly when it came to getting Anya, I did. But the gameplay is actually really fun in it.
Does everyone have to go through so much torment before joining the family?
Like, I have a lot of fun in the Code Geass game, despite my reservations, my initial reservations of a tower defense style. The game's quite interesting. Code Geass? It's essentially the same story, but add the player character in as a secondary character
Have them wake you up
who
forcefully.
actually like slightly influences the story in certain things that weren't either unexplained
But thank you all the same.
or
All
like
right then. If you ever need help, don't hesitate to reach out to us hounds.
it's mostly the same story, but like at one point in time it's like, well, how did Lelouch do thing A? And then they add your character in as like an accomplice. And it's like, oh, that makes sense now.
Have you come across any stowaways recently?
Stowaways? How could there be stowaways in Penacony? We've never had anything like that before.
Awesome. So Getsu is a pretty neat machine, and so was the at the point at which I'm at, because I just got fully caught up. I did the newest chapter for Code Geass like immediately, which ended up delaying a stream of mine for like 2 hours at one point by mistake. But I was having
You want to talk to me?
I had a blast.
Sure, but nothing too sensitive, okay?
Because the newest chapter that was just released is the
Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. But to be honest,
is the Bloodstained Yuffie chapter,
like you. So, are you trying to
which
be
is
the prince from
interesting.
the tale, handing out his gold leaf garment and melting his lead heart in the fire?
But the player mechs are pretty interesting. And they finally gave us the player character as an actual
would help you speak.
game character,
As an investigative
and not just as a story
reporter,
character.
Maybe you've heard something about death.
Another curious soul. I see.
I refuse to play
That was
Arknights.
actually the topic I was most into when I entered the industry. But my boss shut it down.
I refuse to go back to playing
How did your
Arknights.
boss talk you out of it?
I've been out of that game since like week 3 of that game existing, and I don't want to go back to playing it because it's like, I don't wanna.
And she had a point. Reporting on stuff like blowing out birthday candles and getting spooked by night
Also, is boring to me.
isn't exactly professional material.
Guess she's got a point. Thank you for sharing.
For the most part, Code Geass was like, it's easy because of the way that my team's built.
Were you
I'm using a
to me?
99% Britannian team.
Something behind me.
And I got like Anya and Gino
For me?
in my team, so
Are you sure this
Gino
isn't
just
some kind
wipes
of
the floor with everything with the special.
Yes, it's for you.
And Anya,
Just take it.
Anya's essentially a tower of herself.
Someone is actually giving me a gift. Not for my parents, but for me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No, it's not much. I just want to ask you something.
Like the story for Arknights is
What's
pretty
on your
decent.
mind?
I just
Are
am
you trying to ask
not.
about my father or my mother?
I don't want to play it.
Neither.
It doesn't.
I just wanted to know if you've ever heard about death in the dreamscape.
Oh, you sound just like my father. Always warning me about danger, even in dreams. He's an Intellatron, so...
Congratulations, you've received 100 chat messages today.
Can't
Wow.
count on him to protect me if something
Thank
does
you.
go haywire. Funny. Right now, I'm still under his protection.
Like,
How ironic.
I'm 99% sure that the story's
Stay
fine.
positive. Gold will always shine one day, right?
I enjoy Code Geass more though.
The Devil of Soulglad, Dangers in the Dream, and Nightmare Ghosts. Well, surely death is a...
Yep. Pretty much.
Said, you Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers.
It was...
Look at you, snooping around
It was like
and sticking your nose
20
everywhere.
minutes before it disconnected again. And then had to reconnect.
Is the smell of death
Oh, hey, look who it is.
so enticing, my fine fellow?
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it.
It's the glasses girl from the trailer.
Imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by
The fact that she looks so different in her trailer just makes me like, Glasses.
And what did you do?
I should replace his glasses with
You
mask.
messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
Ow.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by becoming one myself?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again.
Ow. My foot.
But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act.
Because you are a bigger fool.
Bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around. So, now that I've drawn you out, will you reward me with an answer for my efforts?
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into chaos?
Pretty much.
Well, I can make that happen. I just need an answer to one question. Back then, when you asked me to find a mute.
Yeah.
Like, you really mean Robin?
I don't think there's actually any... Like, it's... The Code Geass game hits its highest because it's mostly a done story, but
the word no has never sounded so pleasing.
With them releasing they're releasing a new Code Geass anime, and I roll my eyes because I'm like, there really doesn't need to be a new one. There didn't need to be a movie either. But
let me tell you something.
now that there is one, I'm just gonna watch it, see how it is.
And the other.
And there didn't need to be a game, but the game.
I'm afraid you'll never find him again.
The game's highs are the original stuff that they do. The original parts of the story with Carly.
Now
and
I'm completely sure that I was
God, adventuring can just be described as GM every day to make Chris reject. Yeah. And somehow
right
nat 20
there are
sometimes.
only two things missing from my grasp: the meaning behind the truth.
Me, right?
And the
Me.
means to expose it.
The other week. GM, can I make a stealth check?
That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Technically, he died.
Not exactly.
From what C2 said, she
gathered enough clues to
tried bringing him back and something was left
That's enough
behind.
for me.
And then
As for the answers
when
to
they
my
went to go to that
I'll find them within 17
entrance to C's World,
16
they were somehow able to pull the rest of him back.
Oh, really?
Somehow.
Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand. Here you go.
And sometimes he rolls them both.
This is my precious, mutually assured destruction button. Presses it. The other and the whole of Penacony will go up in smoke.
Really?
Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start
Ay,
from
ay, ay.
scratch. That's where the
Reconnection
IPC
successful.
excels,
Thanks. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I feel like
Just
Adventurine's
press the button
fucking with
when
me.
you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care too.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, deadly button.
Ooh, big pee energy.
Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously
I mean,
at all. Otherwise, how on earth
it was
did
nice
you manage
seeing
to bring it
the
in
new
here?
some of the new designs that they did, but
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
I don't know. I feel like the new anime is probably going to be a mixed bag.
Who knows if your little
because they're
gadget will
essentially
actually
undoing
work.
everything that Lelouch
By the way,
died for.
I have no plans to search for the other mute friend.
He
you
was
speak
not
of,
planning on surviving.
But it's good to hear that he's still here in Penacony.
He was planning on dying to
I'll handle
atone
the
for
rest
his
myself. I'll
sins, and
orchestrate
also,
a grand finale
you know,
for the downfall of the family. And at the
you know, make a better
climax,
world
the
for his
walls
sister.
will crumble,
And then,
wake up,
you know,
and those who
like,
couldn't speak
they're kind of
will find
undoing
their
that a bit.
voices again. And that time, light up the sky
God
with
damn
a
it, what the
magnificent
frick?
fireworks display for me.
Ay, ay, ay.
Catch you later, fool.
Ah, damn it.
You're still talking big. But sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my word. Just don't let me down now, okay?
Maybe the author can't stop.
So, number 35. You're back. Like your new lucky charm.
And isn't
Can a commodity
the author
code
kind
really
of
be considered a lucky charm?
was the author?
Silence! I didn't
Was the
give
author
you
just a single
permission
person
to
or a group?
speak, you Sidonian hound.
Because I know Clamp does the designs.
The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to save your skin in that massacre back in the day.
Yeah.
But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought
I don't know. I feel like it's too late at this point, but
you
maybe
and
not.
Your good luck are
Like Code Geass. Code Geass season 1 was great. Then they had to, and then
your first task is.
And then they heard, oh, it's going to be canceled, and then they got a new,
30, 34 other slaves.
which I'm assuming is Clamp, or Clamp just does designs
play
for
a
it.
game with them.
But and then
Came out
season
alive
2,
after 2
R2
days.
happens,
It
and then
proves that you are the real
and then because it's no longer on the same time slot that it was, they had to do a whole thing to reintroduce the whole like plot
testing out if you're a good
for a new audience, basically.
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on
If I
me will go
remember
to waste?
correctly. If the video I was watching was right.
Stacks, Blondie. The slave market is never short of self-righteous brats like you. But you look good, and that's why many
And the
customers
movie.
are betting their fortunes on a scrawny brat
Movie
like
I thought was just fan
so
service.
Go along now, and don't let your master down.
How much did you spend?
What?
My price. How much did you pay?
Because I love having a lack of gameplay over here, just talking over, I guess, a
wanna
movie
know?
at this point.
Well, it was 60 Tanba. No more.
Still,
no
the Code Geass game is fun. I enjoy it.
I'll take my
It's a time killer. Can't wait for the next chapter. Can't wait to see myself get my butt kicked in the next
you'll give
chapter.
me 30
By Carly.
Deal.
Auntie Carly Diesel.
Are you trying to strike a bet with me? Oh, you've got some guts. Yeah, sorry, but that won't.
Still, I wonder which one's gonna.
Don't forget your place.
I wonder which one's gonna
You're not
get to come out first.
You're just a
the new Code Geass series, or are we going to get through R2 in the game? Are we going to chew through R2 and the original movies?
All or nothing. Don't embarrass me,
the EU movies. Ow.
What brings you here, Gallagher?
Some friends from the old days. Do you have a moment?
Also, something that was actually pretty funny. In the Code Geass series, if you actually pay attention, they reveal what mainland Britannia actually is, and it's funny.
Why settle for ordinary when you can experience extraordinary? We're dedicated to serving up nothing but pure joy and laughter. What would you like to drink?
Like like some minor history things. It's hilarious. They were originally British and then they became American.
Who's Serval? Will you introduce me to her? Huh?
Well, the Exile movies, I believe there were 6 of them in total.
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender.
In total, there was 6 of them.
I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food on my table.
They end interestingly.
Stash the ingredients.
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you whip up some special drinks?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hey, my friends, do me a favor. Go around the bar and bring me any ingredients you fancy. The discussion might take quite some time, so I'll prepare
Mix all the alcohol together. Let's go.
Non-alcoholic drinks for you.
In the bar? But aren't all the ingredients right there on the counter?
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady. You can help yourself to anything if you wish for it. Comfort, hunger, confusion, or even boredom. It's all within reach, right at your fingertips.
Oh, did you hear that? She just called me my lovely lady.
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just throwing ingredients together.
True.
A bartender needs to capture the bar's atmosphere, master technique, and spin a tale of mystery and anticipation.
Yeah, I am technically on the clock.
Only then can a perfect drink crafted with a customer's life story be created.
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to luck, so don't overthink it. Indecisiveness has no place when it comes to enjoyment.
Alright. Where do I... Oh. It's clocky. What if I want to drink on the job? There we go. And not the other murder that happened. Well, yeah, I guess. That's adventuring. He's kind of a, you know.
If it works, it's good medicine.
Sure. We touch everything. Oh, what's this?
Hey, look at all these chips scattered everywhere.
A few days ago, an actor from the Iris family came. Caused a ruckus for Siobhan. Those chips must have gotten scattered during all the chaos.
Right.
That's a clever metaphor.
That being said, opening a bar in this place filled with monsters is quite
Why do I feel like adventuring's gonna screw it up by the end of this?
Sleeve, right?
You'll have to ask her yourself to find out.
Then again, he's got ratio with him. He's
she
fine.
Won't budge unless you impress her with an incredible drink.
Ratio doesn't strangle him by the end of this.
It's Soul Glad, but I thought they didn't sell Soul Glad had at the bar. Let's give it a shake. Nice, it's still fizzy and has a long shelf life.
Oh.
That's possible. You see Soul Glad everywhere these days.
That's right.
So it wouldn't be a surprise if someone bought a bottle here. Why don't they sell Soul Glad in this bar? Did something happen?
Poor adventuring. Even his own companion decided to say, "Screw you, I'm out."
Makes sense for customers to come here.
And now he's stuck with. And now he's stuck with the pint-sized one.
That's the mindset I use when I brew my coffee.
The pint-sized potential
right,
murderer.
Himeko.
Even though she probably didn't murder anyone.
Quite a stash. Not sure if it's enough.
Stay out of my way. I'm looking for Siobhan.
Who's Siobhan?
Haven't I made myself clear enough, Miss Amici?
Siobhan.
The Dream Jolt Hostelry only welcomes guests who want to enjoy a drink to their heart's content. I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in your proposal.
But you have the talent. You'll attract a huge audience. You're
What's with the
destined
circle?
for the Iris stage.
The Halo circle
not for
thing.
this rundown shack. Come with me into every corner of the dreamscape. Please, Siobhan, I really need you.
As you see, I'm entertaining my guests. Don't make me repeat myself.
Fine. If you don't come along,
Ah.
I'll just sit here and not go anywhere else. Give me a sparkling drink.
Wow.
Sweet. With extra ice.
Just one moment.
What's her deal? We can't discuss the case with other people hanging around the bar.
Hey, can you do that clockwork trick of yours again? Time is running out. We need to hurry.
Yep.
Yeah,
This is.
I'm counting on you.
This is a time.
You're one of Siobhan's guests, right? What can I do for you? If you're here to convince me to leave, please, I just don't get why she won't leave this place. This rundown shack with no customers
Fair choice.
whatsoever.
Try reading her thoughts. Booze. Calm, angry, happy, sad. There we go. I want this to symbolize as a major focus of the bartending event and Pat, come back.
Darn Iris jerks! They're the ones who forced Siobhan into hiding here, running this pesky bar. It's all their dirty scheming.
Why do I feel like this one isn't wrong?
I get it now. She's not leaving because she doesn't want to run into them.
Yep,
again.
why don't you go punch them? See what happens.
I can help clear the way for her. I can do her a favor. Remaster, exposing the crimes committed by the Iris family. Siobhan will definitely appreciate
It's weird. And again, I think
Things might get out of control if she gets any angrier.
I just don't get why she won't leave this place.
There we go.
I've seen it. The moment when Siobhan and I share the stage. The crowd is going wild.
It's probably
Applause
something on the
crashing like waves. The
internet
aroma
provider
of
side,
irises
actually,
fills
now that I
the
think
air.
about it.
A beautiful
Or I need to
melody
figure out what the hell my
playing,
IP is so I can
ribbons
actually
dancing
directly bind it.
around us,
To
and
try
the
and reduce some form of
taste
lag.
is sweeter than honey. I've seen that scene countless times in my dreams, and every time
I'll work on that for the next stream.
mesmerizes me. That's why I have to bring her back to that world, no matter what it takes. Want to raise a glass, my attentive listener?
She's still not
you're going to
leaving.
jail. You gave me booze.
Maybe I'll have to try again.
I just don't get why she won't leave.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, right? Our paths were never meant to cross.
Yes, please leave.
Yet I'm still holding on to her.
Go away.
I'm too timid and shy, longing to shine but afraid of stepping into the spotlight. I need her guidance.
No, you don't.
Because I'll never be able to do anything alone.
Okay.
You don't know Siobhan's past.
Okay.
And you have no clue how radiant she used to be.
Uh-huh.
Even among the talented Iris family, her skill was unmatched.
Okay.
I know she probably thinks I'm just trying to ride her fame to get ahead.
Uh-huh.
But all I want is for her to reclaim her place.
Okay.
Well, talking to you has got me
Damn it.
feeling a bit down. My thoughts
Damn,
are
we can't get
swirling,
arrested for giving a minor
making
drink.
my mind clear and bringing tears to my eyes. Maybe I should find a place to reflect on what Siobhan truly means to me. Here's the payment for the drinks. Please, pass it on to her.
And I put it in my pocket and go,
I'm
oh, what
leaving now.
money? Oh, no.
Amaki has left? That's good for her. Radiant dreams may be enticing, but they're nothing more than dreams. Her drink is on the house. Please keep the money.
Mm-hmm.
When you're ready, go to Gallagher. I can tell he's itching to show off his skills.
That being said, mixing a drink is way simpler than you'd imagine. Just pick your favorite ingredients, toss them in a glass, mix it up, and it's done. So go ahead, explore the bar, and bring me any ingredients you prefer. Nice work. Let me take a look. You found some interesting ingredients there. Now, take your pick. Each drink has its own unique flavor, and the base ingredient sets the tone for the initial taste and the lingering aftertaste. So,
I'm blind.
Which one would you like to use as the base?
I can see again. Actually, I want to cancel that real quick. I guess there's more stuff around that I can grab. Ooh, chest. No, wait. Another chest. Taking the hit for 20 credits. Oop. Another thing.
Check out this bottle. The liquid inside looks beautiful. And the
There we
label
go.
reads Dream Syrup, thick. I don't see an expiration date, but the production date is half an amber era ago.
Wow.
Ugh, drinking this stuff can't lead to anything good. That's for sure.
That's not true.
That's true. But this really doesn't seem fresh.
Doesn't have to be
Did
fresh.
you find the bottle of syrup I've been hoarding?
Then
There we go. All right, let's come back over here.
That being said, mixing it so
Yep.
go ahead. Nice work.
All right.
You found some interesting ingredients. Each drink has its own unique flavor, and the
Okay.
base ingredient sets the tone for the initial taste.
What would we use as the base? Creation of manufacturing claims the syrup has all benefits for it. Comes with soul glass, classic beans are the best, spice. Yeah, she's soul
Sweeter
glass
than
is the
Susa juice
base.
and more. Now that you've chosen the base, it's time to pick the adjunct.
All right. High stakes.
This is the most pungent act before Mikhail left.
Mikhail.
Almost there. Let's pick it. Symbol of bravery and dauntlessness. May you break free from your shackles just like he did. Well, it's done.
Cool.
Here's to you, seeker of truth, with this glass of farewell, my lovely.
Yay.
To unfinished business.
Well done, Gallagher. You're not over the hill yet.
So, are you satisfied?
Oh, the flavors. They're way more sophisticated than Soul Glad.
The richness and layers of these flavors are a masterpiece, especially with the adjuncts. I can taste the spicy and sour notes with a hint of sweetness. I'm not entirely sure what it all means. Maybe Mr. Gallagher can
Must
shed
be my
some light on
unique
it.
tastes.
Well, if you're expecting a profound answer, I'm afraid I'll disappoint you.
Probably like 1,000 people out there who got the same drink that I did.
Straightforward. It's just a glimpse of what this dream truly tastes like. Nothing more.
Does this true taste have anything to do with that, Mikhail?
Yeah, that name does sound familiar.
Yeah.
When you got knocked out by that masked fool girl, I think I heard someone calling that name.
I got knocked out?
Do you remember?
No.
I was right about you. You guys seem to know quite a bit. And now there's no reason to hide anything from you anymore. Let's dig deeper into the case. And of course... All right. Let's start with what we know based on the clues the family has. It seems that Firefly isn't a local or an invited guest. In other words...
Well, according to her, she's a stowaway.
She managed to fool me at first. My age must be getting the best of me. But here on the planet of festivities, stowaways are a common sight. You're bound to run into one sooner or later. After the incident, the hounds wasted no time searching for that girl in both the dreamscape and reality. But here's the thing. We only received bad news, and the trickiest kind at that. She simply vanished, leaving no trace in the dreamscape or reality, as if she had never come to Penacony at all.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. She stopped pretending to be Sampo. Terrible decision. Or a terrible person to be, like, turning into.
That's impossible. The problem now is not that she's dead, but that it's as if she had never existed in the first place. Let me be frank. This case, actually, is unlike anything the Bloodhound family has dealt with before.
Dealt with before?
Yeah, no.
So, death
if she
does happen
died in the dream, then shouldn't she have a body somewhere?
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide. Even the shiniest city has its dark side. We're all adults here. Surely I don't need to explain
There's
too
better,
much.
there's better persons Sparkle
Confronting
could have
the family
imitated.
based on that alone would be naive. Death may occur in sweet dreams. So what?
There's many
Such
people,
events are highly
many
unlikely.
better people she could
and
have
only
been.
affect a tiny number of people. if you really want to delve deeper into this case, you need to understand the true problem with the family.
I guess it's time to tell the story of that Mikhail.
You're very perceptive. The Astral Express has received that music box too, right? Do you know the secrets it holds?
There's a message. Witness the impossible in the realm of dreams. Find the legacy of the Watchmaker, father of Penacony, and thus the answer to the question, why does life slumber?
Why does life slumber?
That's the exact wording.
Hey, why are you laughing? Wait, did you write it? It's quite poetic.
No. I'm sure you must have noticed that this message didn't come from the family. You might have even guessed that the relationship between the family and the Watchmaker isn't as close as it seems.
That's just our speculation. Actually, it's hard to believe that the father of Penacony and its actual managers are at odds.
Now I can assure you that your speculation is absolutely correct. The family has considered the Watchmaker an enemy for a long time, but the hounds haven't been able to track him down, as he seems to be living only in the characters and stories he created. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why the family allowed the Watchmaker to send out such a ridiculous message to the outside world, inviting you here and causing chaos?
So, you want to seize this opportunity to expose the Watchmaker?
Well, now you understand why the Oak family authorized the Nameless to assist in the investigation, but kept you in the dark, right? Because the Watchmaker is not the legend of the land of the dreams at all. He's the most shameful stain in the history of Penacony. And he's the root cause of all the anomalies in the dreamscape.
Fascinating.
You don't get it? Well, I mean, Mikhail, the betrayer of the family, he's the Watchmaker.
Oh. Okay.
Here we are. Clock Studios theme park, the most popular
God damn
entertainment center in Penacony.
Wait, are we supposed to be discussing the Watchmaker? I would have expected you to take us to maybe a library or an archive room of sorts, but an amusement park?
The culture of a city reflects its history in the most authentic way. To you, it's a fun place. But to me, it's a prison for the planet's past. You know that Penacony used to be the IPC's prison planet, right? All the prisoners were brought here, helping the Garden of Recollection salvage the leaking memoria from the macrovoid. The prolonged exposure to high concentrations of memoria caused a unique phenomenon. The dreams of countless prisoners intersected and overlapped, and people started meeting each other in their dreams, living lives that were almost identical to reality. But everything has a price, and sweet dreams are no exception. In the end, the dream world was unable to alleviate the suffering of prisoners in reality. One of the prisoners broke free from the IPC shackles and fought for freedom. He is Hanu, the great leader of Dreamville, the great peacemaker, and the faithful companion of the underdogs. History is always written by the winners. However, it's undeniable that Clocky is an animation that draws from Penacony's actual history. These characters not only exist in Dreamville, but also in the distant past. Once you realize this, you'll understand why we're here.
There are so many members of the Bloodhound family around here.
They just received a lockdown order, supposedly from Sunday himself. Who knows what it's for?
Hey! Lancelot. How you doing? And come here. Hit more balloons.
What's going on? Why can't I...
Damn it.
So many of them. I've never seen anything like this, even when they're tracking down suspects.
Can you convince them of this? It's pretty impressive.
We don't need to go in.
Ooh,
We don't want to draw
excuse me.
any unwanted attention inside. We can just talk here. Let's find a quiet spot and continue our conversation. View here is great, right? We can see everything from here.
Yeah, that's pretty
including
interesting.
Clocky.
If all the characters in the animation are based on characters in reality,
They're all
then
based on
Clocky's
criminals.
counterpart is definitely the Watchmaker. In the animation, he's Hanu's partner and one of the founders of Dreamville. Does that mean the Watchmaker was personally involved in that war and sided with Asdana?
It was a monumental war for freedom. Hanunu fought alongside a motley crew of masked fools, nameless, history fictionologists, mourning actors, omen vanguards, even visitors from beyond the sky. In the end, they emerged victorious. Among them was the person who would eventually be known as the Watchmaker.
But if you do the math, doesn't that mean the Watchmaker was around for several centuries?
Yes.
I'm not sure, but Mikhail was already the Watchmaker when I met him, so maybe he inherited the title.
How old are you now, Mr. Officer?
14.
I'm 13.
14. 13.
No way.
What's
Not
the
even
difference?
close.
Hanunu freed the frontier prison, but peace still eluded him. With limited resources, threats from the outside world, and internal conflicts between major prison districts, the future of Asdana was uncertain. It wasn't until the Watchmaker approached the family with the idea of turning the prison into the planet of festivities that Penacony finally gained its name and glory.
Thus, he became known as the Father of Penacony.
Oh.
But didn't you say the Watchmaker betrayed the family? And you said you were his companion, so that means you...
No, I'm not his companion, but rather one of his many children. But I am indeed a traitor. Not to the family, but to Mikhail.
What did you do?
I did nothing. And that's the worst betrayal of all. Just like you, I had close companions. We dedicated ourselves to Penacony. But the Oak family, they set us up.
I'd have to... I don't remember what the
Mikhail
difference
was too
is.
old to protect his children anymore. So we left the family to find our own path.
I'll probably look that up later.
We were branded traitors of the Harmony.
I don't remember Temperance
even
very
though
much.
The true traitors were someone else. While they continue to praise the Watchmaker's name in the world, behind closed doors, they condemn him on a pillar of shame.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, we wanted to clear his name. We intended to find the real traitor, the one responsible for all this, and restore harmony to Penacony. But we failed. Too much time had passed, and the land of the dreams had become deeply corrupted. After countless fruitless pursuits, I gave up. Like a lost
dog.
The family accepted me and made me an officer, supposedly as a form of forgiveness. But it was actually a punishment. Since then, I've been completely cut off from my partners and my past. As for Mikhail, I heard he died in obscurity, in a place where no one could find him. That's when I realized that the Penacony I once knew would never return.
We're truly sorry for what happened. But this is not the end of the story, right?
Apparently, someone has inherited the title of the Watchmaker and has been secretly working against the family all this time. Well, that's one way to look at it. However, only one member has truly inherited the Watchmaker's title. Unfortunately, after all these years, I have no idea who that person is, or if they're even real. Or just Mikhail's lost soul haunting the dreams. So, do you understand why I'm spilling all this info? Because I believe the girl's death must be connected to the Watchmaker's legacy. And at the end of all these mysteries, we will find the answers we are seeking. If it really is Mikhail's ghost, I want to meet him. If only for the last time. For those who despise me could form a line from here all the way to the entrance of the hotel. But those willing to look me in the eye and hear me out? Let's just say, there won't be many. I've told you all I know is a sign of gratitude. Thank you for listening to this old dog. Bark and all. Something just happened at the theme park. Now if you'll excuse me, good luck to all of you. How ironic. What's so different between the stowaways rejected by Penacony today and the dream seekers once hailed as pioneers several amber eras ago?
Probably not much.
Gallagher does have a troubled past, it seems.
While Firefly's whereabouts remain a mystery, his stories shed light on our suspicions about the true identity of the Watchmaker, his connection to the family, and the power struggles hidden behind sweet dreams and death. Exactly. Gallagher suggests that the real traitor is someone else.
A lot of freaking talking.
The Oak family.
And
that lines up with what we've gathered so far. Firefly got involved in this mess because of the legacy, and now we're sure that Aventurine's accusations against Acheron are baseless.
You're really into Clocky, huh? He's just a fictional character, not a real person.
Speaking of which, that Clocky who only reveals himself to you is quite intriguing. It's a shame we've never met him since then. Now that we've confirmed a lot of our suspicions, let's take a moment to think about the clues we have. Send a message to Welt and see how things are going on his end.
Good idea. It was dangerous. So I'm finally gonna be able to do stuff? God damn it.
Are your companions worried about you?
They're just checking up on me. Let's get in and get out. Seems they've made some progress. Looks like we're about to enter the depths of Dewlight Pavilion.
It's been a smooth ride. Almost too smooth for a heavily guarded mansion.
Let's see if there's anyone waiting to greet us.
Background beyond good and evil.
Seek, and you will find.
This place again.
Something feels off. A grand mansion like this and not a butler or servant in sight. Could it be due to the disruption caused by the emergency? Well, this door is open. Looks like...
Just one moment. Light. I've made myself less noticeable. The crew can explain their presence as authorized by the family, but I can't come up with any excuses for being here.
I see. What an interesting technique.
Hey, T-Man, how you doing today?
Stream 4.
Oh. Erased.
The model in the sand pit. It's the
That's
golden
good to hear.
isn't it?
The footprints here are different from the rest. There are 2 sets of them.
All right.
Looks like outsiders might have passed through here not long ago.
How about fighting them? Alright, go down to here, go over there, do that.
Stream 4. The gleam.
Me being lazy over here. StarCraft, I've actually never played it, but I was I didn't have a computer for it way back in the day, but nowadays I do, but should probably play it sometime. Could be fun.
While there aren't any people in this mansion, they've set up quite a few mimetic guards.
Damn it.
Lance! Forward!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
OBS Studio, disconnect and reconnect. What? He doesn't keep doing that. And it's worse.
Time
like
to say bye.
Today than any other day. Or whatever.
How familiar.
Yeah, the world of StarCraft, it seemed neat when I looked at it a long time ago. But I never actually had a chance to, like, sit down and, get it.
I weep for the
It's a Blizzard game.
It too shall fall.
There's a C-man in the YouTube chat, and there's a T-man in the Twitch chat.
Stand still. Time to say bye.
I generally get destroyed whenever the heck I play. Like, I play certain games. But then others, I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Note. Looks like instructions from the butler for the other servants.
Ah.
Instructions. Seems like the mansion's entire workforce were assigned other tasks before Robin's death. It must have been a big project to require that much manpower. The Charmony Festival, perhaps.
But no matter what their main priorities are, there should always be someone left at the mansion, right?
So you're saying someone deliberately cleared the place out?
Yeah, but I don't know why.
Maybe for... I don't know. I don't got nothing for that. Trash can! Kill the trash can!
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Alright.
No one here either.
Since no one's around to entertain us, let's make ourselves at home. Stay close to me so that my white can cover you too. Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
As soon as I and the rest of the crew arrived in Penacony, Mr. Sunday and Robin showed up to...
Robin believed it.
Meaning...
If there really
Gotta
that
collect them all. This stuff's probably added somewhere, so I'll look at that later.
Information about Robin, Firefly, and the other victims. I don't see any commonalities among them.
Looks like the rumors were right.
I appreciate the sub. I appreciate being collected.
And based on Sunday's notes, he's no stranger to death.
He's just surprised that it has resurfaced. This light cone is securely guarded.
Ah.
It must hold some important memories.
According to Robin's interview, despite having performed on so many grand stages, her favorite performance was a pretend show she put on with her brother when they were just kids.
I wonder how their relationship is
Oh,
now.
the hearts.
Growing up brings
and head
gains, but also losses.
Yeah, time has a way of smoothing things out.
Ah.
The beautiful dreams of youth will eventually fade away.
Nice. All right, come over here. Esmond drop attachment. Ryan, the general.
Mr. Sunday has done some serious research on his suspects. This traitor must have been causing trouble.
They all seem to be insiders, but...
Huh? Wait.
What is it?
No, nothing. Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
Why am I advancing it like that?
This traitor really exists. Could they be responsible for Firefly and Robin's deaths?
I'd be sad.
Perhaps that's why Sunday is taking this matter so seriously.
Almost like he cared about his sister or something.
It seems neither the Dream Master of Penacony nor this old Odie is happy with Sunday's recent performance.
They don't seem to care much about death. Instead, they're more concerned about the Charmony Festival and the Watchmaker.
Maybe the other family heads don't think death is a big deal. One thing's for sure. There's a lot of internal conflict within the family, and everybody has their own agenda.
That's all for now. Nothing more noteworthy.
That makes sense.
Before coming here, I had all sorts of scenarios in my head about dealing with the family. I did not expect an empty mansion.
Watch out. Someone's approaching.
I don't think trespassing on forbidden areas is the way to be a guest, Mr. Yang. And...
What?
Acheron? The Galaxy Ranger?
Our apologies, Mr. Sunday.
Got a little look on his face,
Nobody came to
too.
greet us, so we entered without permission. I hope you can forgive us.
But even if there's no one to greet you, you should wait for the host. Don't you agree? Even without the famous Galaxy Ranger. As far as I know, the crew has officially accepted the family's commission, so coming here will be unnecessary for you.
On the contrary, that's exactly why we're here, to ask you about the case and gather more information. We don't want any loose ends.
Well, since you've come with goodwill, I have no reason to show you the door.
Rest assured, he hasn't figured out that we went through those documents.
While the truth remains a mystery, I'm getting close to it. I assure you that the traitor
It makes me smile seeing my emotes being used.
Let's hope justice will prevail soon. I have a question for you, if you don't mind. How did the family come to the conclusion that the murderer was within the family? With all due respect, it's in the IPC's
I've also been watching Squeaky play
family has
Honkai.
every reason
I
to
haven't
suspect
had a
the
chance to
IPC's
watch her in a few days.
Well, other family heads share the same suspicions as you.
I can't see it.
In my opinion,
I can't see him as an abusive big brother.
Big brother. As that ambassador did. Not to mention, I personally shackled him a while ago. However, I'll give you a suggestion regarding your suspicions, Mr. Yang.
Wouldn't make any sense.
You should be more cautious of Aventurine. While the wicked
because
can't break
he
through
seemed
high walls,
genuinely
they
hurt
can plunge their evil dagger into the
when
heart of the righteous.
when Sparkle was imitating
He's a businessman,
Robin.
not some philanthropist. But right now, he's out there handing out his wealth on the streets. And he went to the Clock Studios theme park all by himself. Who knows what kind of scheme he's cooking up?
It's like saying, hey.
While the family is dedicated to keeping our guests safe, it might be wise for you to stay alert. You never know.
Like just because his general expression is what it is, it doesn't mean that, like, yeah. Yeah, that's generally what that emote is supposed to be for, like, either plan went really good or question. That's what I use it for too.
This fraud case has been linked to many departments within the Interastral Peace Corporation and the Intelligentsia Guild, causing a large drain in manpower and resources, resulting in the IPC taking a massive loss.
The case's main suspect originates from Sigonia 4 and is one of the survivors of the second Kataka Avgin extinction event.
Also, T-Man, the
refugee travel permit.
Apparently the viewer attack thing now works perfectly fine. So you can throw snowballs and tomatoes to your heart's content.
And will continue to conduct further investigations as to the motive of the suspect.
Yay.
What pretty eyes. Tell me, do they shine in the dark?
Yeah, I mean...
Well, if they did, I'd sell them
if he was abusive, he would prevent her from leaving the planet.
Long for your eyes to be closed forever. As a servant,
he wouldn't want her getting freedom.
Not resist your master. Yet, you went and killed that man anyway.
Who the hell's... Oh, Jade, that's her name.
No lawyer has the audacity to defend you. Perhaps you ought to represent yourself.
Also, I only skimmed those letters.
It's definitely pointless.
Because they should be added to
You're pretty confident
the databanks.
Did you also think that when you lied to the Intelligentsia?
I mean, it seems like he kind of is a Penacony couch potato.
You wanted the perfect construction material. All I did was offer a possibility. It was just a small wager.
So the story of Penacony, or no, Honkai is really good.
Something up from the golden sands
unfortunately, Seaman's in the YouTube chat, so it's kind of, so I can't be like, he can explain it better than I can.
I'll admit that.
Yes, the actually hot slave driver. Yes.
Curious about, though, is why such a grand scheme failed
Very
to
distracting
benefit
slave
anyone in
driver.
the end, including the perpetrator himself.
Madam, I already have what I want. To be brought before you for the next high-stakes gamble.
Genshin? Oh, Genshin.
Then let's talk
no,
about the second gamble.
they're very different.
Tell me.
Genshin's a fantasy game focused on like exploration and such. And Honkai Star Rail's kind of on the rails, go from planet to planet, solving the problem like it's anime arcs.
What do you want then?
And there it goes again.
I want cash.
Yep.
It can't be that simple, can it?
And
it is that simple. 30 times.
I mean, see, man, at least if you're on the Twitch side, you can at least throw stuff at me.
No more, no less.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to. Let's just see about that.
Even more riches than you.
I mean, at least if you're on the Twitch side, you can throw stuff at me, and also you can I don't know. The ads are there because I'm monetized on Twitch.
Interesting.
Because monetization
The
exists on
diamond won't
Twitch.
see you. No one gets to see him. From
I
here on
try
out,
to make it as like
I am
the
Diamond's
ads are
representative,
spaced out as
and
possible.
I will decide on his behalf.
because, yeah, I still want to earn something on Twitch.
Tonbus, he'll give you that. And much more than that.
Also, T-Man doesn't have to worry about ads.
Status. Power. The IPC will give you whatever you want. Even what you don't want.
Hey, look, now T-Man and C-Man are in the same chat.
A good name, but unfortunately destined to be buried in the dirt. You, though, you deserve to live, to create even more wealth for us. Go, pick the clothes you like, then choose your desired identity.
You like.
And then, use them well, child. May your plans never suffer failure.
Life is like a long-term investment.
Oh yeah, that's how life works.
Do the correct things, reach the correct outcomes, and show the world their value. People can't always make the right choices in their lives. But luck has always been on my side. I've never lost.
I don't know, you kind of got a bum hand.
Diathra blesses me?
Nah.
If that's the case, she must also be looking upon me right now. My success is inevitable. But what then? Even if I overcome this difficult trial, what would come next? What awaits me after this glorious gamble?
Probably more gambles.
Will I return triumphant with unending riches after countless successes, or will I encounter failure?
As someone that you threw money at, I must say, your investments are terrible.
I'm pretty sure you already have some ideas. Lowly gambler. What?
There we go.
Am I dreaming, or have I gone completely insane?
Yes, he is already insane.
Perhaps both.
This is future you talking.
Forgotten me already.
Don't believe virtual you.
When you were strapped to that electric chair by a mannequin warlords, who was it that gave you the idea?
Sorry, what?
Fine. I may be crazy, but I'm not stupid. Get out of my head, newborn of the Harmony. The Harmony? Oh, don't play the fool. It's not the first time we've met. No need to be so polite. I'm you, and perhaps even more aware of yourself than
You, shadow of your true self. Oh wait, that's Persona.
You're dying. And you still want to drag a bunch of unfortunate fools with you through death's door. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Is he dying?
A grand unveiling. You really think you can pull it off?
Probably.
Why not? Well, you may have fooled everyone, but you can't fool yourself. I can show you. Before you're entirely gone, I'll be with you
maybe don't break a VR headset during a horror game.
Have a heart-to-heart while we walk.
I mean, if you broke it because you jumped out of like your chair or something, that'd be understandable.
What exactly are you? Most people in this world spend their
I can't do VR,
to reach one outcome.
especially for like horror games. Like,
I am that outcome.
I don't do many horror games. Like,
I am your future.
ah.
First, I'm hearing things, and now I'm seeing them.
Head to the.
Am I going to be elevated into the Harmony's
Central
emanator
stage. Oh, God damn it.
Just a Pepeshi? No. A child. I thought minors weren't allowed in Golden Hour. Hey, kid. You okay?
That's adventuring, isn't it?
Lost?
I'm in.
What's wrong, mister?
Yeah.
You don't look well.
How'd I figure that one out?
Your eyes. Impossible. Who are you?
They're pretty, aren't they? Sis said they're a gift from Mama.
Honkai feels like at least partially open world in terms of the fact that you can pretty much go in many directions and have a big map to explore and do random crap on. I know it's not. I'm just saying it feels like it at times.
Where are your parents?
They're in that amusement park. Papa and Mama went in first. I'm just about to go look for them.
Huh.
I have to go. Goodbye, mister. Hope you have a good time, too.
Those eyes. And Mama Thunga. No, it can't. There aren't any Avgens left.
Break some things. Gah. Break everything I can. See, this is not like the only thing I really like about this guy. See, only thing I.
Stream 4. Gleam
Alright. And time for my brain to go. There we go. Right. I gotta do on this side of it. Eerie building block. Oh, okay.
Mama, wait for me.
Damn it.
Only on Penacony, am I right? What are you still doing here?
Annoying himself.
Well, you've known all along. The family truly showed leniency to everyone who came seeking help. Why would there be a need for such high walls and deep moats? However, people don't see it like that.
Listen.
Especially since the flavor of the drink syrup is so alluring. You will receive no charity on Penacony. And relying on your own strength alone to topple high walls?
No, get back here. Need this.
Which is why, once
We
you
go.
step into the hotel, you remove your high hat.
There we go.
Beg everyone you
Bet that's gonna fall.
for help. Like a hyena scavenging for scraps in the desert. Because you know that opportunities are fleeting.
Yeah.
Well, when you put it like that, even Ratio's teeny peacock analogy sounds pleasant. Well, you know how rare it is for me to give you the straight dope.
I mean,
It's good timing that you mentioned the doctor. I'm especially fond
seriously,
of
let's he's talking to a recording of himself.
the conspiracies, calculations. Especially the part about the finale,
That's
a magnificent
sound
act of betrayal.
kind of annoys me. Not gonna lie.
Oh, when everyone thinks this way, who would even suspect?
And again, it does it again. Man, just keep doing it.
Go on. Tell me I'm right. You know who you really are, Mr. Coward.
Actually, you know, I'm not sure to like end it on the YouTube side.